In this video, I'm going to share with you the 6 marketing tips to help hypnotherapists get more clients and grow their business faster. Hi, my name is Shane Falzard. I'm the founder of the Hypnotherapist Certification and Marketing Program and the Hypnotic Marketing Mentorship. I've trained over 10,000 hypnotherapists over the last decade, as well as helping many of them to create and grow successful, scalable online businesses where they get to change lives doing something they love by showing them how to improve their offer, their marketing, and their sales system, even when they haven't been very good using technology. Now, I've got something really exciting to share with you at the end of this video if you're the sort of person where you want more free training on how to improve your marketing and get more high-paying clients in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So let's have a look at marketing tip number 1. You want to always use the language of your audience. Now, your marketing will be more effective if you use simple language that is commonly used by your ideal clients when they describe their own situation. So you want to aim to get communication from 3 or even 10 people who best represent your ideal clients to find out how they speak and what keywords are important to them, and then use them in your own marketing. Marketing tip number 2, you want to use the power of simplicity. Great copywriting and marketing relies on saying a lot with very little. Now, once you write a sentence, you want to review it and then see if you can cut out some of the words. A recent study found that short sentences are actually 700% easier to read. So remove anything non-essential from your main message that you want to convey. Marketing tip number 3, all good marketing is hypnotic. Now, you've got great skills when it comes to hypnosis, so now it's time to apply those same principles to your marketing. You already know the power of ambiguity and you know the power of specificity, and how these are often like water and oil, both really useful in different purposes, but used wrongly, it can cause a disaster. I mean, don't try and put out a fire with oil, right? So your marketing needs to use specificity in places to communicate directly to your ideal customers whilst disqualifying the wrong people. But there'll be times when you need to use ambiguity in your messaging to include the full spectrum of personalities that fit within your ideal client range. Then there's marketing tip number 4. You want to think in terms of headlines. The headlines are those first attention-grabbing, concise sentences. You can use a problem-solution headline, such as, not sleeping well? Try this. Or you can use a story headline, such as, how I went from being a heavy smoker to becoming a lifelong non-smoker in under 60 minutes 10 years ago. Or you can use the mistakes headline. The 6 common mistakes people with anxiety make that makes life even harder for them without knowing it. Your headline needs to speak directly to your ideal clients using keywords and creating curiosity for them to pay attention. Marketing tip number 5, you want to paste their current experience in your copy. Just like you might do in your own sessions, by pasting your client's current experience, they become more in rapport with you, which reduces their resistance to receiving those suggestions. And you can take this same approach into your marketing by calling attention to a doubt or a question that's likely in their mind by addressing it proactively. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You might think that you don't need to get better with your marketing, and you might be right. But if you aren't earning what you want and your business model is still mostly working one-on-one with people, then truthfully, you're limiting your impact and the contribution you could be having. Now, would you really say no to working less, earning more, changing more lives, and getting more free time back? Let's go to marketing tip number 6. Don't try and be a jack of all trades. A common mistake for many hypnotherapists is that they're trying to do everything well. Quit smoking, lose weight, sleep, anxiety, regression, confidence, the list goes on. Consumers, if given a choice, prefer to work with a specialist rather than a generalist. But yet, if you go surf onto most hypnotherapists' websites and count how many different services they claim to be able to help people with, you'll find out they're likely a generalist. Now, this often comes from that scarcity mindset and fear, thinking that if they niche down to one specific area, they won't get enough clients. This is actually counterintuitive. This is the part that people don't get about business and marketing. The reverse is actually true. When you do choose one thing to specialize in, let's say it's weight loss, and you spend all your productive hours each week and you develop a world-class and unique approach to weight loss, combine all your skills and experiences and wisdom, as well as marketing it effectively, you'll quickly be seen as being ahead of all the other generalist hypnotherapists out there, because you are now different. You are now a specialist, and you also now spend more time on one style of service, so you'll do it better, your marketing will be better, and therefore you'll be seen more. Now, I've seen this happen dozens of times with a number of hypnotherapists that I've worked with over the years. One hypnotherapist, she was trying to help everyone and was barely earning $1,500 a week. until she designed something specific for mothers and teenagers. And now she routinely earns over $250,000 a year. Another hypnotherapist was trying to help everyone, but wasn't getting any clients. So I showed her how to design her own program focusing on self-worth. And then within 8 days, she generated over $30,000 in new clients. Another hypnotherapist had been a hypnotherapist for decades, working in a traditional business, charging under $500 per client, only seeing a few clients every week, until she followed my advice, created a unique, one-of-a-kind offer, fully invested herself in marketing it, and then when she launched, she made $21,000 in 4 hours. It was unbelievable for her. I see so many heart-driven hypnotherapists who want to make a bigger difference, who are trying to use their skills, but they're making many fundamental mistakes and oversights in how they position, package, and market their businesses, which stops them from having a bigger impact. And it's not their fault. So if you would like a free marketing audit on your website, your business, your offers from someone that knows both hypnotherapy and marketing inside out, just like myself, then click the link below to schedule a call. Now, in that call, I'm going to give you 3 actionable ideas that you can use immediately to grow your business. Completely free, no obligations. My intentions of this call is to show you and give you so much value that you come back to me later and you say, I've just made these changes and just increased my income by 20%. What else can you show me? So comment below and tell me which of the hypnotherapist marketing tips stood out for you. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that video, click the subscribe button to get access to even more.